Hi guys, you able to hear me? Just 1 second. Good evening, good evening, good evening Ankit, good evening Rahul, good evening Preeti. Good evening Rahul. Okay, today's session we're going to focus on the continuation of yesterday's MCQ series. So let us see the first question for the day. Yes, belated the happy Diwali to all the aspirants. I hope not the next, but after that Diwali, you guys will celebrate in Labazna. Okay, not the next, but after that Diwali, you will celebrate in Labazna. Okay. So first question for the day. With reference to cultural history of India, consider the following statements. Most of the Tyagaraja Kritis are devotional songs in praise of Lord Krishna. Tyagaraja created several new ragas. Annamacharya and Tyagaraja are contemporaries. Annamacharya Kirtanas are devotional songs in praise of Lord Venkateshwara. Which of the following statements is or are correct? So please put your answer only in the chat box. The answer is B. So why the answer is B is the chains 2 and 4 are correct. Tyagaraja created several new ragas, yes. Annamacharya Kirtanas are devotional songs in praise of Lord Venkateshwara, yes. Even today in Tirumala, Annamacharya Kirtanas only work in Tirumala. Okay. Tyagaraja is essentially follower of whom? Krishna or Rama or Vishnu? That's where the question changes. Annamacharya and Tyagaraja are definitely not contemporaries of each other. Annamacharya and Tyagaraja are not definitely contemporaries of each other, and Tyagaraja himself was a very strong follower of Rama. He belonged to Rama Sampradaya of Vaishnavism. Okay, so next question. Which of the following statements about Nana Sahib are true? Nana Sahib was the adopted son of last Peshwa. The original name of Nana Sahib was Dhondu Pant. The last Peshwa, Bajirao II, was murdered by Nana Sahib. Dalhousie refused to recognize Nana Sahib as the Peshwa and suspended his pension. Select the correct answers from the codes given below. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. 1, 3 and 4. So A, B, C, D. Now you tell me which of the following answers is correct. Okay. See, Nana Sahib was the adopted son of last Peshwa. Yes. Nana Sahib's original name is Dhondu Pant. Yes. The last Peshwa was not murdered by Nana Sahib. That statement is wrong. Dalhousie refused to recognize Nana Sahib as the Peshwa and suspended his pension, which was actually what the reason why Nana Sahib protested, right? Dhondu Pant, whom we call as Nana Sahib, whom we generally call Nana Sahib, was actually the leader under whom the revolt happened. Dhondu Pant was actually the leader under whom the revolt happened. Okay? From Peshwa, Nana Sahib's deputy was Tatya Tope. Guys, quick information for you. Now remember, Unacademy is starting. Unacademy has 3 free test series for UPSC CSE. Abhiyan, which is a daily static quiz, 15 questions, 15 minutes, and this is a test in both Hindi and English. Also, there is a 2020 current affairs test series every November, from November, every day, daily. 15 MCQs, 15 minutes, both in Hindi and English. And then Unacademy Combat, 50 MCQs, 60 minutes, again Hindi and English. The combat happens on every Sunday, 11 a.m. The current affairs, daily current affairs happens from Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. Abhiyan, which is a daily static quiz, happens Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. See, these test series are extremely important for you because they help you prepare yourself for the upcoming difficulties of the prelims. See, I don't know if you've gone through this year's prelims test series or prelims exams actually. Prelims this year has been extremely difficult. Difficult in the sense of not the topics, but rather the way of answering. Now, the problem with students is because many of them did not have enough experience doing test series and preparing themselves for that sort of questioning. Many of them felt a difficult paper. Jabki funny part is, after the exam, when they checked the key, most of them felt this was one of the easiest papers. Prelims was not difficult this time. It was just a little tricky. That trickiness, if you want to perfect yourself from, and if you want to save yourself from the tricky section of the exam or trickiness of the exam, then the test series is the best part. The prelims test series is the way to go. It's the way to go. And for those who have or who need a loan for the UPSC preparation, Unacademy is ready to help you. Chase your dream and we will help you in your dream. 0%, zero processing fee with 0% interest, no hidden charges, minimal paperwork, and very flexible tenures. You will get access to Unacademy. Unacademy will provide you loans as well for subscriptions. use the code Shrivanar, access it, and this is the link. Just put this link, apply the link, just enter the link, fill the form, and we will get back to you on that. The next question. Which of the following acts were passed by the British government in 1856? Hindu Widow Remarriages Act, Abolition of Sati Regulation 17, Religious Disabilities Act, General Service Enlistment Act. You tell which of the following were passed by Unacademy in 1856 British government. 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3. Vaise, how did your Diwali go? I hope people had good fun with Diwali. सबको जला के खुशी तो मिली होगी. Most of you know the Sati Regulation, 1829. Who was the Governor General during whose period Sati Regulation was passed? Who was the Governor General? Benting, no? वो दिवाली का ऐसा जहां आप that what sort of Diwali is that when you don't really burn crackers? I mean, that's the logic, no? William Benting के period में Sati Regulation was passed, 1829. Okay. Then, what was the ratio of Indian sepoys to Europeans in British Indian Army on the eve of outbreak of revolt of 1857? I mean, exactly at the time of 1857 revolt, what was the share of the sepoys? 4:1, 5:1, 6:1, 7:1. I mean, the number of Indian sepoys to the number of European officers. The ratio was 6:1. For every 6 Indian sepoys, there was 1 European. This ratio was increased after the revolt 1857. After the revolt of 1857, this ratio was increased because it was observed that they needed more Europeans in comparison to the number of Indians who were serving the East India Company forces. It was observed that more Indians were required. More Britishers were required. When was the new Enfield rifle with grease cartridges introduced to the British Indian Army? November 1856, December 1856, January 1857, February 1857. When were the grease cartridges introduced? It was January 1857. January 1st, 1857, the greased cartridges were introduced. When did the revolt begin? 10th May 1857. Which of the following statements about Mangal Pandey is not correct? He was a sepoy in the 19th Native Infantry stationed at Behrampur. In March 1857, he single-handedly revolted and killed 2 English officers. He made a futile attempt to commit suicide when he realized the hopelessness of his situation. He was executed by British. Answer is one and four. Sorry. 1 and 2. I'm sorry, there was some mistake. 1 and 2. Mangal Pandey obviously belonged to 19th Native Infantry stationed at Behrampur. March 1857, he single-handedly tried to kill and he single-handedly revolted and killed 2 English officers. These are not really because he belonged to Barakpur, not Behrampur. Behrampur was Binda Baba or Binda Bahadur. Behrampur revolt was actually done by Binda Bahadur ya Binda Baba. Okay, the Behrampur revolt was done by Binda Bahadur ya Binda Baba. Next question. Quick question on Kuka Revolt. Recently it was in news. Kuka Revolt of Punjab is aimed at making Sikh land independent of British control, achieve justice for the martyrs of Punjab in the 1857 revolt, freeing the Gurudwaras from the control of Mahants, and reforming Sikh religion by removing all abuses and superstitions. and ill practices of Sikhism? Give me the answer. A, B, C, D. Kuka Revolt. Kuka Revolt, the minute people see the land thing, don't just get involved or don't just think it is about land reforms. Kuka Revolt is actually about reforming the Sikh religion by removing all the abuses and confusions in Sikh. It was actually started by Bhagat Jawahar Mal, or commonly called Sia Sahib in Western Punjab. A major leader of the movement after him was Baba Ram Singh, who started the Namdhari group or Namdhari Sikhism. After the British took over Punjab, the movement got transformed into a religious purification campaign. The basic feature of Kuka Revolt or Kuka Rebellion was abolition of caste and similar discriminations in Sikhism. The funny part is, Sikhism actually from the beginning prohibits casteism or caste discrimination. Jabki in Kuka Revolt or in Punjab, casteism had just encroached into Sikhism. ये बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया था कास्टिज्म सिखिज्म में. तो कुका रेबेलियन वाज एक्चुअली अबाउट दैट, trying to reduce that casteist influence, trying to eliminate that casteist influence. In fact, Kuka revolt main or Kuka rebellion, although we call it rebellion or revolt, it was not really a revolt or a rebellion. Rather, the right way to call it is Kuka reform. It should be called Kuka reform, where Sikhs were advised to discourage consumption of meat and alcohol and drugs, permission for intermarriages, widow remarriages, encouragement of women in stepping out of seclusion. All these things were there in Kuka rebellion or Kuka revolt. Okay. Which of the following were known as next question. Who are known as liberators of Indian press? Sir Charles, Lord Minto, Sir Thomas Munro, Lord Macaulay, Lord Wellesley. Who was known as, among these, Sir Charles Metcalfe actually. Sir Charles Metcalfe, Lord Minto, Sir Thomas Munro, Lord Macaulay, and Lord Wellesley. Liberators of Indian press. You should know this. Sir Charles Metcalfe and Lord Macaulay. Sir Charles Metcalfe and Lord Macaulay were commonly called the liberators of Indian press. Next question. Which of the following statements is or are true about Vernacular Press Act 1878? It was passed by Lord Mayo. It came to be popularly known as the Gagging Act, or it was commonly called as the Gagging Act. It liberated the Indian press from the restrictions. It was replaced by Lord Ripon in 1882. 1 and 2, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, 3 and 4. Yep, done. The answer will be. See, who passed Vernacular Press Act? Who passed it? Lord Lytton, yes. Lord Lytton. Lord Lytton. It did not liberate the Indian press. It actually put more restrictions on Indian press, no? It did not liberate the Indian press. It put more restrictions on Indian press. So the answer is 2 and 4. It was called the Gagging Act because there were specific restrictions which were put under this act. It was Gagging Act, the Vernacular Press Act. Okay, then. Guys, a quick information again. New batches are starting for UPSC aspirants 2021, 2022 and 2023 from 10th of November. Okay, now the batches for UPSC CSE 2022 from 10th of November. It's a comprehensive batch with comprehensive course on UPSC CSE English, where I'll be taking history parts along with rest of the all faculties and the teams of all the top educators of Unacademy. For 2023 also, the new batch is starting from 10th of November, 5 days more. Again, it will be an English batch, bilingual batch, both will be there. Now, for aspirants who are looking for English batch and specifically English-based support, I'm definitely there. And also a quality enhancement and answer writing program for UPSC mains, All India Rank 1 batch, where we will be doing an All India Rank 1 batch. So currently the classes are happening for it. As I said, do enroll in the daily test series. These test series definitely help you uplift your preparation, further strengthen it and further work on them. Okay. The next question. Which of the following statements about the regime of Lord Lytton is or are incorrect? The reactionary regime of Lord Lytton gave a visible form to Indian nationalism. The Second Afghan War during his period improved the economic position of India. He arranged the Delhi Darbar to declare Queen Victoria as the Empress of India. His Arms Act permitted Indians to keep arms. Select the answers from the codes given below. 2 and 4, only 2, only 3, 1 and 3. You tell the answer. It was 2 and 4. The second of it, reactionary regime of did not give any. It did give the thing to Indian nationalism. The question is asking incorrect. How can Afghan war improve the economic position of India? How will it even improve? An Arms Act rejected Indians from collecting arms. No, it did not give Indians any right to collect arms. In fact, it was against Indians carrying any arms. Having said that, let us end the session here, guys, and I will see you in the next series of classes. And we will continue this series. Thank you. You have a nice day. Good night. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.